Mic audio is on. Audio is on. Everything is on. Everything looks good. Everything looks Gucci. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, to Higurashi when they cry. Uh, funny thing is, when I was making like my thumbnail for this game, sweet Jesus, the pictures that I found, so I'm very confused and I'm very worried about this game. Mm, wait, what? Oh god. There are four of them. Oh god. Okay, please load. No, if you see or hear something that draws your attention, that's his nap. If I see or hear, he was talking in the future tense. Things, things or people or rumors, anything is fine. I don't care if they're unfounded. Here, this is my number. If I'm not there, then just leave a message with whoever picks up. He handed me a piece of paper with his number on it, but I hesitated for a second. If I took it, then whenever I wanted to or not, I'd be mere knee-deep in this matter. Please help me solve this question surrounding Tomitake-san's unfortunate death. That's right. Was I hesitating? I needed to find the murderer who killed my friend. Oh god, that's not your job! You should know. You never put civilians in danger. I don't know who gave you the book of detectives. I snatched out a piece of paper as a satisfied grin printed across his face. Everything we spoke today is a secret. Please keep this confidential. Understood. From your friends as well, especially from the Sonizaki-san and Fudarashi-san. Please do not inform them. I know it! I know it, they be killers! I know it! That's why I didn't like them. Holy shit! Sonozaki Yoke-mion? Yeah. What? Wait, Furade-san. Why are you saying that they have something to do with the incident? With my friend's name brought. Wait, who's the other one up so abruptly and being told to keep it a secret from them? I became rather angry. This is what they call investigative privilege, I suppose. Don't play games with me. Mion is a close friend of mine. I snapped at him, but he didn't seem to be especially offended. I wouldn't mind telling you, but it may just upset you. Say it? He hesitated a little. Turning his gaze outside the car, he began speaking after thinking of it. There is a possibility that the strings of incidents happening here in Hanimazara are a result of a village conspiracy. What a... what? Oh, 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 okay. We can do that. We can give village conspiracy. There is no way that could be right. Give me a break. First of all, yeah, proof of that. No evidence. Also, each of the cases weren't resolved, and none of the perpetrators had any direct connection to the village. And how did you come to that conclusion? Every year, the enemies of the village die on the day of the Watanagashi. Don't you think that's enough reason to suspect something? Only the residents of Himamazawa felt that the day of the Watanagashi was sacred. So basically, because incident happened on that day, it was somehow related to Hinamazawa. First, it was the then construction foreman. Then it was the villagers who had supported it. Those the village held a grudge against died on the day after the other from a mysterious causes. That means are different, but in the end the result is the same. Unfounded, unreasonable suspicion. But it couldn't just be shrugged off. So the victims after that, what about the Shinto priest and his wife's death? They weren't enemies to the village. The villagers had suspected leadership from the Shinto priest at the time of the dam dispute, but he wasn't proactive. So there was a friction of villagers who harbored ill will towards him as a result. Oh my god, I didn't know that. Oh my god, ill will? That's not like he did anything bad to the village. Well, he didn't support it. And if some dodo head is in the village who says, oh, he didn't support it, let's kill him. What about the housewives after that? Did she die just because she was the wife of the brother of a supporter? That's such a trivial reason to kill someone. And what about Tomitake-san? He's not affiliated with the damn project at all. Was he just killed because he was an outsider? In the beginning, it felt on those related to the dam project, but as the years went on, the enemy threshold of the victims had become much lower. Well, that's the scary part. The bar keeps getting lower. What's scary about that? It means it's just not enemies of the village anymore. Just being an outsider isn't enough. What the? Oh, I'm dead. Oh. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. The family is gonna get killed. Oh, hell no. Then the next year's victim, they're just going to be picked out of the village outsiders pool. It might be the person that just moved here. I knew it. What do you mean by... I swallowed my words. Here in Hinamizawa, the ones who would be considered the most outside would be my family. I was proof enough of that, wasn't I? I still couldn't really remember the names of the people I passed by. Then the next twist, my family. Was he saying it was going to be me? But what does that have to do with Mion? I can't go into details, but the Sunazaki family led the dam protests. Quite fervently so. This is also true too of Mion Sonazaki herself. She was quite a few misdemeanor and obstruction of public worker offenses on her record because of the and you knew what it meant to fight. This was the first time I heard her family leading the protest though. Then well, what did it all mean? Are you saying that Mion's family is involved with the string of incidents? Maybe, could be. I wouldn't go that far. I'm just saying that if it was a conspiracy, then they'll have the highest probability of being behind it. Not a very clear explanation. It felt like he had magnificently avoided the details I really wanted to know. Oh no. Oh no. We don't know who or how involved anyone is right now. That's exactly why I didn't want you to say anything to the villagers. Instead of the answer, I gave a very bitter expression. It seemed that he understood it well enough. Then think of it like this. I don't want to worry the villagers who blindly believe it's the curse. How about that? What do you mean, how about that? How should I know? The reason behind wanting me not to carelessly open my mouth about it wasn't too hard to comprehend. The perpetrator was here. It had nothing to do with the curse. He was definitely going to get caught by the police and made to pay for his crimes. And none of the villagers should have anything to do with that process. It may cause some it may cause those sensitive about the curse to just worry needlessly. Just like everyone kept it from me, so I wouldn't worry about it. Is it now my turn to keep it from them so they didn't have to worry? I just talking to myself. Unlike me, everyone else has been worrying over these mysterious instances yearly. And the incidents this time probably means a lot more of them. I didn't want to burden them anymore. In the end, everything went as the man had wanted and inspired as it was. But it couldn't be helped. I understand, I'll keep it to myself. Is it fine, Mr. Oishiri from the Okinomiya... Oh my god, the names. Oishiri from the Okinomiya police station. Okinomiya. You can call me Kura-chan if you want. Kura-chan. Why? Kura has a very different meaning in my country. Oh god. Oh no, Ayoshiti-san is fine. The way he said it was unpleasant, yet retained a hint of politeness. He was the spitting image of a vulgar police officer. Oh, hell no. Okay. Oh, my bad. Taking up too much time. Your friends are waiting, aren't they? I should probably let you get back to them. The door opened with a clink and it streamed the oppressive heat. It was... oh god. I wished we had sunlight. I wished we had, like, heat. We are freezing currently in Slovenia, which is very bad. It was blistering outside of the car. Was it really hot over there? It was an almost cruel heat as opposed to the mechanical coolness inside the car. It was the land of the Hinamizawa itself suddenly hated me. I felt a little sad as the thought crossed my mind. Oh, you're the detective? I didn't mean to suspect your friends. Please don't misunderstand that. I refrained from telling him that it was too late to say something that self-serving. It's fine if you don't see or hear anything, my Abara-san. There is enough proof that the village is not involved. I contact you if I hear anything or see anything, but I'm now a detective. Please don't expect too much from me. I won't. You don't have to become a detective. Just go on living as you have up until now. Just let me know if you notice anything. I hastily made my way back to the school building after giving him a quick bow. See, okay, you're not gonna question this guy. By the way, where's the what's it called? Where's the badge? He should have like showed you a badge. He should have showed you documentation before like, hey, get outside of school, fucking get into my car, let's talk. This is not okay. See you later, Frele Maibara-kun. I returned to the school building without looking back. This is so bad. This is very, very bad. I don't know how much time has passed. I did feel bad for keeping them waiting, but right now there was a lot on my mind. Tomitake-san's death was hard enough as it was, but to think that there was the possibility of a village conspiracy. Worse still, there was also a chance that Mion was involved. Nonsense. Impossible. Not Mion, Rena, Satoko, or Rika-chan. All of them were in it. It was a group that attacked Tomitake-san. Who could be the perpetrators be? Could it be they were hiding here, somewhere in Hinamizawa? I didn't know. It was the 4 fucking girls! Bitch! Immediately! All I can say for certain was that I knew that Mion couldn't be the perpetrator. She is one of the perpetrators. Probably. Yes. It's Mi-chan, the perpetrator. Huh? I was startled to hear Rena's voice. With the rope in the lounge. Wahaha! Nope. No. Rena clutched her head while flailing about. Looks like you're just self-destructing over here. Wow. Ah! Kei-chans, you're quite late. As you may well know, I'm seething with anger. Ah, sorry about that. I was called into the staff room, you see. You were reprimanded for bad behavior. That's a shame. Well, it's been pretty hated over here. Since it's getting pretty late, let's make the next game the last one. If I remember right, I had 0 points. Isn't it pretty much decided that I'm going to be finishing the last place? Don't worry, Keiichi-kun. I'm at -1 points. How? The heck? Her score is lower than mine. I wasn't even playing. This is the final match to decide the penalty is going to be carried out by Rena alone or both Kei-chan and Rena. Yeah, right. Just let Rena do the penalty by herself. We made a promise, Keiichi-kun, that we would both win. I waited all this time, you know. Oh, you're the killer, probably. Oh god, I am in a room full of killers. This isn't good. Maybe they're not, but I'm pretty sure they are. Because a group with... How else can we decide? The only group that I know is the one that killed the damn constructor. Sorry. I'm sorry about that. I followed my initial plan of showing Rena my card, but didn't say who was the criminal. I just waited for her to call. I got it. The murderer is me, with the poison and the entrance. Is it? I'm quite a quick answer. Another stab in the dark. Oh? Rena is correct. Oh, then it's decided that Keiichi-san shall be the part of the penalty as well. Hooray! Keiichi-kun, let's do both our best. What the hell, Rena? Why did you do me so dirty? Yeah, let's do our best. Ha ha ha. It's my fault, I have no choice. Then that's the game. It's me, Mion, ranked first. That last are Keiichi and Rena. Everybody applauded as the game ended. The problem now was the penalty. Now then, I ranked first, so I decide what you'll be buying for the gopher penalty. Oh god. Sorry. I wonder what will she make us buy. I wonder. Let's blacklist the drugstore. That was your aim, wasn't it? Huh? I don't have any business at the drugstore. This old man's already got a list prepared for you on this piece of paper. Wow, that's a lot of written there. A lot. Damn it, what she's making us buy. 2 blocks of tofu. Shampoo and conditioner. Apple vinegar and fried tofu. That's a lot of tofu. The heck is this? It looks more like a shopping list than a penalty. Me was certain that she was going to win today. Rule 7 of our society. You cannot refuse any penalty. Here's some money. The shampoo, and I usually get this fruit fable, thanks. Oh god, Mion, why? This is just your grocery list. I promised my son that if I won next time, I'll make her go buy a hemorrhoid cream. Okay. How is it like music 1, music 2? Oh god, my head is spinning. You have received new team. There are more than 4 perpetrators. There are more than 4 perpetrators. Oh. View new tips. There are more than 4 perpetrators. Okay. Hypovolemic shock is induced by clawing out their own throat. Tissue is packed under the nails, not someone else's nails. It is undoubtedly by the individual's own nails. The shape of the scars also match. Yeah, I know the immediate cause of death was suicide. I get it. You're saying the cause of death is unnatural, right? It's kind of like when your back itches and you scratch it a little too hard and draw blood. Some of Tometake's fingernails have been pulled out. Damn. It's actually quite simple to pull out one's own finger. No. Are you fucking kidding me right now? But it really hurts, yeah. Under normal circumstances would prevent you from completely pulling them out. And there were a lot of bruises on Tomitake's body. It's clear from the shape of them that he was assaulted first by someone or a group of people. Huh. According to the toxicology report, the deceased was in extreme state of hysteria right before death. How do you check for hysteria? Like, I know you can, like, determine when they were drunk or drugged or something like that. I just never heard that you can, like, get hysteria out of blood. Then he fought back and clawed out his own throat because how hysterical he has become. The guy attacking him certainly would have been surprised by that. It's possible that in such an abnormal environment a person can perform acts that a sane individual couldn't possibly imagine. Of course, those are very rare cases. Actually, Oishi-kun, that wood plank the deceased used as a weapon. They only found sand and paint from the guardrail on it. What kind of paint? Like artistic paint? What about cloth fibers or skin? Nothing. The deceased didn't strike the assailant. Or it could be they took the plank he was fighting back with. In that case, they would have gone out of their way to replace it with another. They take them all. Har har har. That's true. Why are you... Oh my god. Why are you laughing? This is not a funny moment. Tomitake's pretty built and tanned. He was quite athletic. Oh god. He was quite athletic. Oh, that's right. He was pretty active. I can't imagine what kind of sport he did when he was alive, but I think his psychicism would be on the higher side, meaning he would be difficult to overpower in a brawl. If a man with such a physique sensed that he was in danger, struck a black around quickly. It's just unthinkable what would even nick the perpetrator. And his opponent was unarmed. This guy had a wood plank, so you'd think he'd hit him at least once. To surround and take down someone on his physique, I wonder how many people it would take. You dimwit, you should know better than anyone. Have you forgotten your bad cop days? If I was to take down this guy, how many would I need? When a girl wants to take a big prey, it's fundamental to detect with numbers. I guess about 4. Even there was a gap in the strength they managed, and there was quite a few perpetrators. So any drunk or disorderly groups are more than 4 are suspicious. Oh my god, it was the girls! I'm not that dumb. A group of 4 or more. Just if they had that many, then couldn't they have hidden the body in a less obvious location? Or did he somehow break away from the fatal predicament? Then there would be no reason to commit suicide. Moreover, I still can't comprehend the irregular way he died. Okay, my theory. My theory. He was cornered. They injected him with something. Something that cannot be traced, but could heighten hysteria in a person. Bam. That's one reason. He escapes, but in his hysteria, maybe anything can like trigger him self-harming himself. I don't know. It's full of mysteries. That's under serious consideration on my end too. I'll be examining it as thoroughly as possible. Don't get your hopes up. After all, we'll never encounter a death like this before. I'm not hoping for much, but I'm looking forward to the result. Oishi-san, the chief is calling you. Thanks, see you around. Yeah. Best wishes. Search notice. Ju Tomitake deceased. Resided in a cheap hotel in the Shishibon city. Registered under the name of Gio Tomitake. Pen name. Child was via folding bike. No license. The bicycle was found 300 meters away, abandoned on the side of the forest path. Oh, he was on a bicycle? Present on the day of the festival, accompanied by the missing Mio Takano was seen around 9 p.m. by police. Location afterwards unknown. Held resident in Namizawa for 1 week each season for at least 5 to 6 years. Freelance photographer specializing in wild birds. Check with magazine companies. Nothing suspicious in the film locating among the article of the deceased. Wallets among the articles of the deceased. Mere act of violence. From the contents of his wallet, he spent most of his time around Tokyo and Shiba, along with Sobu National Railway line. No individual matching the name of Jiro Tomitake in the resident record of any of the Tokyo wards. Compare the incidental record sent to Metro Police. Attach a photo. Sent to Metro Police. Contact magazine reading Jiro Tomitake. Mia Takano. Missing. Nurses Irie Clinic. Became close to Mitake through her passion for wild bird photography. Resides in Onikoyomiya, X District, XXX. Single. Witnesses accompanied to Mitake on the festival ground. Currently missing. Abducted or maybe a suspect. An important person of interest. Had no motive to kill the deceased. Squabble from no. They don't seem like they were a couple though. That's the thing. Need to thoroughly investigate their relationship. Place of work, etc. Need to get information from the police on scene again. I want some cream puffs. 4 jumbo ones. Oishi. I don't like this. Something's very wrong here. Huh. So, a group of 4. I'm pretty sure... Oh god. Sleepy. Whoa, that's a really big yawn, Koichi-kun. I'm usually awake once it's time to eat, but doesn't look like I can do it today. I was watching TV on Teen last and I'm so tired right now. Was one of those raunchy TV shows you loved so much on last night? How extremely vile. Don't jump to the conclusions. It's perfectly normal for boys, nothing to be ashamed. God damn it, how? Erika patting my head made me feel even worse. Could you just let me pass out this lunch break? No, seriously. Ma, you think I would just sit here and allow that? I get really angry if you disturb me. Really angry. Yeah, nah. That was just dreadful. Just so sleepy. I slumped my head on the desk and drifted off in an afternoon nap. It seemed that Satoko had responded, but I pretended not to hear. Cut it out, Satoko-chan. Keiichi-kun fell asleep. His sleeping face is so cute. You can take him home later. Let him be for now. Let's move on over here. It'd be rude to Keiichi if we bother him now. Rika-chan really is a good girl. Let's not wake him up even if the teacher comes back. I take that back. The excuse that I didn't sleep much last night was because I was watching TV was a lie. I was in bed as the usual time, but because of the conversation with Oishi-san that afternoon, I didn't get much sleep. Just spending the day like this is almost as if the incident with Tomitake-san didn't happen at all. It made me think, was Oishi-san just trying to deceive me? But he is police. We know that he is police now. We know that he's actually a police cop searching for who killed Tomitake-san. But it was probably the truth. One thing was certain, I couldn't speak to anyone about it. He wanted my assistance, but I really didn't know anything about it. If I knew I wasn't going to be any help, I probably wouldn't even listen in the first place. It ended up with me again regretting learning something I didn't want to know. If I had never learned about it, I would, without a doubt, be goofing off with the rest of them right now. I couldn't help but resent Oishi-san for this. When was that? I heard he wasn't there the next day. It appears he vanished the night of the Matanagashi. Mion whispered to keep the others from listening, but I could hear it clearly. On the other hand, Rena's sound was even harder to pick up, but I could still tell she was quite upset. It couldn't be. Are they talking about Tomitake-san? Intake? Intake. Tomitake. Only Tomitake. Not sure. Maybe it's only Tomitake. That's all I know. I would have feigned origin about this topic because I needed to keep it a secret. Rather than waking up and being forced to lie to join the conversation, it was much easier just to sit here and pretend I was asleep to listen on their discussion. Wait, why did I have to pretend to be asleep while eavesdropping on a friend's conversation? The guilt stung. So, and me, there are others, right? Two. But they don't know if it's from the curse or if it was from the Onikakushi. Onikakushi. Onikakushi? To be hidden away by demon. What a mysterious phrase. I did, however, get the feeling it meant nothing good. Yeah. Well, there was another, right? Right? It was... If it's Oyashiro-sama, yeah. But this year they at all. This year them at all. Grandma and the mayor had talked about it. Seems they talked to the police about it beforehand. They say he didn't take care of whatever happens this year without causing a commotion. Then without us knowing it, someone had killed them, you mean? Maybe. Next could be me. Next could mean. I wonder. Oh, don't worry. You got home safely. Oh, next could be me, I wonder. But it's not allowed, right? That was a long time ago. Let's stop talking about this. Amidst the uncomfortable mood, both of them went silent. The entirety of the conversation was still a bit unclear, but from the parts that caught my attention. First of all, the term onikakushi. Onikakushi. To be demoned away, but the concept it was used in, I would guess, similar to being spirited away. I suspect that was what it meant because Tomitake-san and that woman, it really bugged me that I didn't know her name, vanished after the Wanagashi. Well, I know what the spirited may mean. It means that a yokai takes you, right? Demon away, wouldn't it be the same? Onikakushi. Wouldn't not Onikakushi mean the same? Aren't yokai like... Oh, maybe yokai is a wider term. Maybe it means demons and others, like spirit, ghosts, paranormal stuff. The next thing that stuck out was when Rena said there's another one, right? Mion said if it's Oyashiro-sama, yeah, responding to something. If it's Oyashiro-sama's curse, then there had to be two victims. Is that what she meant? Come to think of it, I remember Mion saying at the beginning that they didn't know if it was from the curse or if it was a case of Onikakushi. It seemed that the curse and being demon away are different things. They were phenomena that were paired together. Oh god, don't remind me how Tomitake-san died, because it was not pretty. I recall Tomitake's terrible end. It wasn't something as elegant as disappearing. That horrendous end would best be described as cursed. Oh fuck me, I forgot to put water. Give me a moment, I'll be right back. I just need to get water. Oh no, I forgot water. I'll be right back, sorry. I'm back, I got water. It's a smart idea to get water, honestly. No, just close that. Bam, I'm back. What do I do now is there's no... Wait, maybe if I just do with the mouse. No, there's normally an even number of victims of the curse proper. And the last point... Wait, maybe if I just put it behind my... Yeah, this is better. And the last point that bothered me was Rena. Rena was frightened. For what reason, I didn't know. However, she knew that something had made her a potential target for the Oyashiro-sama curse. If I recall correctly, Oyashiro-sama should be the guardian deity of Hinamizawa. Isn't a guardian deity supposed to defend the citizen and drive off invaders? If I recall correctly, yesterday Onishana said that Oishi-san said that the targets were enemies of the village, but recently there was no longer any distinction between them or regular outsiders. If that was the case, then I would think that I'd be the more likely target, having moved here more recently than Rena. From her composure, I could infer that she was grimly certain that she would be next. I should probably relay what I heard just now to Oishi-san, informing the police of what I've heard by eavesdropping on my friends while pretending to be asleep. It made me feel terrible. It raised a few questions and left me with a bad taste in my mouth. Would it be better not to seek the answer to those questions? As I continue to learn more and more, I feel like I had fallen past the point of no return. I will definitely regret this one day. I will definitely regret having learned of these events. The teacher approaches. Keiichi-san, you must awaken. In the distance I could hear the ring of handbells signaling the start of the afternoon classic. Yeah, I couldn't sleep at all. Hastily, I opened my eyes and raised my head up. It was the moment I learned that against the back of my seat. Wow! There was a thumbtack stuck in the back of the chair with a What the fuck? Circumstantial evidence wasn't enough. Sakugo! Guilty without trial. Capital punishment. I fully jumped from my seat. And I trimmed as my feet were tangled up. My shoelaces had been tied together. Oh, not bad, Satoko. While I was sleeping, you were able to conceal your presence and able to pull off this fine piece of work. The teacher came in as I was about to pull my shoes and tackle Sakako. Oh, did you not notice that our teacher has arrived? Kichi-san, take your seat. Clump clop, whiz whiz biff. Not caring one bit, I made her eat a flick of the forehead. Waha, Keiichi-san is being mean. Hey, don't pick on the younger kids, my Barakun. Apologize to her. I saw her stick her tongue out at me, that little brat. Come on, my Barakun. Yeah, apologize. Sorry, Satoko-san. In any case, I apologize, even if it was with a complete insistent tone in my voice. Damn her, I remember this. Kei-chan, get your revenge at the club meeting. Take your seat, take your seat. I sat down after Mion told me she switched to class representative mode. With the boring class and finished, school was finally over for the day. Now then, what should we do for the club activity? Personally, I would like to play the deduction game one more time. I was hardly able to play it last time because of Oishi-san. Ren and I weren't able to test our strategy. That's right, today Keiichi and I will be victorious. What should we do? We never played the same game 2 days in a row before. Why not try asking me? Mion looked over her shoulder as we made eye contact. She slowly tapped her palm with her fist, and her face suddenly lit up. Oops, I completely forgot. I needed to go help my uncle today. Sorry guys, not today. Helping your uncle? Aren't you a little goody two-shoes? Sorry, really. I really did forget. Well then, sorry guys. This old man is heading back home now. Mion left us with that and rushed off to the exit after snatching up her bag. Liar! You see Mi-chan, she sometimes goes to help her out her uncle's shop in town. Ah, I thought she wasn't the type to get caught up in such a bothersome stuff. She said she gets paid for it. It's quite a bit of spending money from what I hear. I see. She was able to pay for that mountain of games with what she saved up from there. But that, wouldn't you call that part-time job? Isn't that against the school policy? There's a clause that states family business are excluded. Is that what she's calling it? So what now? Pass on the club today? So we're done for the day, I guess. Won't be fine without the club president. Let's do this. Won't it be fine even without? Let's do this. I opened the club locker and began searching for the deduction game that everybody growing pile of games. Ah, here it is. The deduction game from yesterday. Man, I had to stop and just getting the hang of it. At the very least, I wanted to repay Satoko for what she did during the afternoon break. I do not mind, but it is fine for Rena-san and Rika. If Keiichi-kun wants it to do so, then I wouldn't mind playing for a bit. I think it's better if we do it when we have everyone together. When she says it like I wanted to go shopping if there wasn't a club meeting today. Going to buy some sauce and other things. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot. Well, I guess since it's been a while, I should go treasure hunting. What's this now? Everybody is no longer in the mood for club activities. If I kept trying to push matters, it may make them realize I had a trick up my sleeve. Oh well, I gave up on this time. Man, I really was looking forward to playing it. I shuffled through the cards, he was still caught up to it. At the next opportunity, I should give you a sound thrashing. Oh ho ho. The murder is Satoko, the murder weapon is a pistol. It was you after all. What did you say? Then I'll just... Satoko looked throughout the cards on the desk and stuck out three at me. The murder Keiichi in the lounge with the rope. I don't need no rope. I just strangle you with this. Ah, Keiichi-san is such a beast. Oh god, phew. Well, I guess it's good that I got one of my system. What the fuck did I do now? Oh my god, Keiichi, you're so bad. I hate you. I do not like anybody. I like Tomitaki-san, but you had to kill him off, didn't you? Wow, I remember this, Keiichi-san. She was used as a plaything or quite unfortunate. Ah, cute. Everyone ready to go back home? I also have gathered out the scattered cars. Suddenly pause. You were just the suspect cars, but I noticed something strange. Rena, Satoko, Rika, Keiichi, Mion, Satoshi. New person! Satoshi. Satoshi? Not all the cards were made by us, or at least every card beside this one has the name of the club member. Does this mean the Satoshi fellow is a member? Was there someone in the class named Satoshi? It couldn't find any more named Satoshi on the class roster stuck on the wall. Keiichi-kun, let's hurry and finish cleaning up. Being rushed by Lena, I finished quickly. Something's very... Oh god, did he die? Am I doomed to die? This isn't good. Being rushed by Lena, I finished up quickly. Satoko and Rika-chan had already hurried merrily to their lockers, so we were the only ones left in the classroom. Right now, Rena's gotten her bag and was ready to leave. Rena, there must be quite a few people who transferred from this school, right? I tried asking Rena a bit a roundabout way. Rena made a troubled face and answered, yeah, Hinamizawa is a rural town, right? Some people transfer out every now and then. So this Satoshi is another one of those transfers? Sorry? I don't really know. There was a bit of pause, but the answer was pretty much immediate. I'm not saying it to be mean. Just last year, I transferred it, so maybe I just missed him. So I didn't hear much about him. Sorry. You lying liar! You know who he is. I'm not sure, sorry. Her answer was a lot like when she refused to tell me about the murder at the dam. I was standing by her denial and felt a little bit anger. I'm their friend, aren't I? Friends don't keep secrets from their friends, do they? Though I do appreciate it, I kept it suddenly cursing from me. But if everyone was worried about it, I'd rather be worried with them. That's what it means to be friends, right? For a moment, I wondered what just kind of face I was making, with the mixed feelings of sadness and annoyance. Keiichi-kun, you're making a scary face. Why is it? Why? It was probably exactly that kind of face Sharon said it was. It was paired by grim expression that frightened her. Ah, sorry. I was really looking forward to the club today. I'm just feeling down a bit. I rustled Rena's hair. Let's go home. Dragging that awkward mood with us, we headed home. Somebody in this group is a killer. I know it. I know somebody is a killer in this group. I just don't know who. I wonder why. I wonder have I been getting this dumb feeling lately. I didn't know anything. I had nothing to worry about. I was just enjoying my everyday life. My long outstretched hand gave no answer to my naive query. Keiichi-kun, are you tired maybe? Maybe? Rina timidly questioned the reason behind my mood. Honey, you're lying. What do you think? I'm sure my expression made the situation even more unsettling. Because you're fucking done. You're done with people keeping secrets. You're just done. I'm done. This is insanity. Oh my god, my throat is hurting. Even more upsetting. You think so? Yeah. You seem to have been a little out of it ever since this morning. Maybe a cold? Psychically, I was pretty sure I was perfect health. It may not seem like it, but I have been perfect attendance since elementary school. Then I continued on since I didn't give her an answer. It could be that the fatigue was moving of Mooney has finally caught up to you. It's completely different from when you're used to live, after all. Of course, you've gotten tired, since there's so much you need to get used to and remember. Maybe that's it. Oh my god, no. She's trying to, like, gaslight you. I don't like this. Fuck off. You're lying. I know you're lying. I know it. Oh, I hope 2 hours will be not too much on my voice, I swear. It's gonna hurt. Yeah, it has to be. When I was also like that at first too. I could tell, you know? You know? I wonder if Leonard was so experienced the slight bit of alienation last year that I was feeling right now. Thinking so, I felt that she was the only one who could understand how I felt. I'd like to hear about when you first came to Hinamizawa. How was it? Feeling I'd been drawing into the conversation, her face suddenly brightened. Ah! It was the same as Keiichi-kun. I didn't know the villagers' names at all. Michan and the rest were all kind and I wasn't lonely, but I did feel a little out of place. Rena told me all the details of when she had moved here. Give me a moment. I'm trying to catch my breath because that oh my god. That takes a lot of your throat. My god. All of her friends. Wait, oh god, please don't hurt. Son of a bitch. Give me a moment. There we go. I don't want the camera to get hurt. Uh, all of her first acquaintances, surprises, worries, and good times. So Satako got you too. Yeah. There was a thumbtack on my chair. Poke. Then with that, yeah. That really takes me back. When were you invited into the club? The first day? Nah. There wasn't a club at the beginning. It was formed part way through. That's oh my god! Now you're just lying because first of all, the cards had to be like made, so there had to be at least a forming club. One of them was definitely this show whatever the name on S is. So he and your name were on the card, so you did know that guy. Why are you lying? One day she said we should stay after and hold a big game tournament. Come to think of it, Mion did say she was the first club president. Now I get it. This is a secret, but Michan used to be really bad at the beginning. She never win. Huh? Mion really? I can't even imagine that. She had to do most of the penalties that she came up with. Seriously, don't tell. I can't believe Mion was like that. She was gradually transformed into a monster who used any means necessary to win during that time. Meeting her best when she was fighting dirty. I began making more friends beside Michan after then, but yeah, I might have only have it since you moved here. That I finally felt like I had gotten used to it here. I guess and I also laughed in the dark about Oishiro-sama when she had just moved here. I guess when they finally told me about Oishiro, I became considered one of them. I wonder when I'll finally be considered one of them. Huh? Did you say something? No, sorry. Just talking to myself. Keiichi-kun, you're silly. Rina was poking fun and laughing at me, but I couldn't help but laugh as well. But I suddenly stopped. Then, after making up my mind, I spoke. Hey, Rina, is there something that everybody is keeping from me? Huh? No, not at all. You're lying, aren't you? Rina suddenly stopped. Her expression was cold and intense. What do you mean by that, Keiichi-kun? Her tone was still the same cheery and light-hearted one as before. You are, aren't you? Keeping something from me. After understanding what I meant, her expression grew even more intense. Seeing that face, I regretted saying something so rash. But she came back at me in a way I didn't expect. Oh my god! Oh! Oh! Oh, fuck me sideways. Run. Run, bitch. Run. This is the face of a serial killer right there. You just... No. 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 now. Well then, Keiichi-kun, aren't you keeping something from us? Huh? Her tone didn't change, but it was the first time she'd seen an expression from Rena. With how her gaze was pierced through me, I couldn't believe she was the same Rena. Aren't you? Lies and secrets. Aren't you? You are. Secrets. She didn't actually say that part, but she looked as she did. The incident with Tomitake-san and how I felt alienated from the group. Even without having to think about it, there were things I knew that I felt guilty about. But I didn't tell everybody what happened with Tomitake-san to be considerate. I was keeping it a secret just the same way they didn't tell me about Oishiro-sama. Then aren't we even? No, I'm not. No lies, nor secrets. Liar! Her hands was it and shook me. Rena stared at this word through me, watching me like a hawk. Why would you say I'm lying? Didn't you say that you were called into the teacher's room yesterday during the club meeting, Keiichi-kun? I know. You didn't go to the teacher's room. I swallowed hard. It clearly wasn't a bluff. She knew what happened. The teacher said you had the gas, didn't she? But you didn't talk at the entrance. You talked inside of the car near the school gate. How the fuck do you know this? With some man we don't know. Rena knew everything. She knew I was called out by Yoshiri-chan and that I heard the incident of Tomitake-san as well. Did she know all of it? Exactly who was that man? I don't know him. Why did someone you don't know have business with you? I wanted to know that myself. Then why did you talk about? It has nothing to do with you guys. It was a lie. Oh my god, what the ever-loving fuck? Yes! Yes, this is what I wanted! This is what I wanted from the very beginning with this game. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Muhammad. Actually, sorry. Rena's scream echoed through the trees, sending frightened birds into the air. I couldn't exhale a deep breath I just taken. No, I wasn't allowed to exhale. I was there. I first realized. The person in front of me, she wasn't Rena Ryugu. Then who was it that was standing before me now? Who has assumed Rena Ryugu's appearance? It held my breath for so long I can feel myself suffocating. Right? And then she made a face like that Rena normally might have made. I didn't matter if it was raining as usual, it was chilled me to the bone. She drew closer to me. I felt her breath against my face. It wasn't the least bit exciting. Whoever this was with Rena's face was going to chew my nose off, right off. I cowered as I imagined that. Then she smirked as she was able to see right through me. We also had secrets, just like how Keiichi-kun has secrets. It was Rena's usual smile, but her eyes were still like that of a hawk's. Bringing her face close to mine to almost bump my nose, she kindly proceeded me. I couldn't nod or shake my head. This person standing in front of me, this person who looked like Rena, frightened me to my core. I was terrified knowing that she could hear the sound of me swallowing nervously. After what felt an eternity, after a long empty silence, she finally spoke. Let's go. It's getting chilly. Fucking run! Stop hanging out with them. They're the killers, bitch. I know they are. It was Rena again. Smiling at me once more, she started walking as if nothing at all had happened. When I was released from her gaze, my legs gave from under me and slumped to the ground. Thank God! Just run! I wasn't able to lift a finger until it was out of sight. Who was that? I felt cold. My body was drenched in sweat. I was finally able to form a coherent thought and asked myself once again, who was that person? Who looked like Rena Ryugu? See, this is how you get me. This is how you motherfucking get me. You got me hooked. The moment you made her face look like this. Son of a bitch. Oh, I actually like this now. Fuck me. I was out of it and could bring myself to do anything until dinner, expected to stare brilliantly into space. I was terrified from rain going off on me. No, that's not right. There was someone else who looked like Rena. And who could it have been? It was a dreadful feeling, knowing that there was someone else, not Rena, so tomorrow I shouldn't have a problem talking to Rena like I usually do. That thought was strange. No! Fucking run! How are you this dumb? Sweet Jesus. The thought was strangely comforting. I concluded that I should just calm down and clear my head. Sweet Jesus, sweet Muhammad, sweet Buddha, sweet everybody in this world. What the fuck is going on in this game? Through those thoughts continue swirling around my head, I finally returned to my sense and heard my mother calling out for me the bottom of the steps. Keiichi, it's a call from the bookstore. Bookstore? Can't think of why they'd be calling me. I went downstairs and picked up the receiver anyway. My apologies for calling so late at night. It's me, Oishiri from the Okinomiya bookshop. Oishi-san? Oh, it's Oishi-san. Sorry. Since your parents picked up, I said I was from the bookstore. It puts up people when I say I'm a police officer. Oishi was, in his own way, rather courteous. Even so, I didn't want my parents hearing me talk to the police. I brought the cordless phone with me as I dashed back to my room on the second floor. Sorry for calling so late. That phone number on the piece of paper I gave you yesterday was an old number. My apologies. Can you copy down the number I'm about to give you? Oh yeah. Okay. He gave me a number from the direct line as I wrote it down. I thought this was the end of it, but he began making pointless small talk and it was pretty hard to hang up. So how has it been, my son? Did anything strange happen recently? I see. Was the real reason. He really bit around the bush here. His adult conversation skill left me slug-jawed. Are you from around here, Oishi-san? Yeah, I am. Born and raised in Okinomiya. If he's from around, he might know. Oishi-san, do you know this onakikushi thing is about? I believe that's when somebody suddenly vanishes because they've been abducted by a demon. Again, onikakushi. Shouldn't... okay. I'm trying to, like, spirited away. How is it... Like, how do you call it spirited away in Japanese? That's what I want to know. How do you say it in Japanese? Spirited away. Is onikakushi thing just the demon thing? Because spirited away is like yokai based, but all yokai are not demon, if my memory serves me right. It's a special saying from around here. It has the same meaning as spirited away like everyone else says. Whereas my friend would say they didn't know when I asked, this older man gave me a direct answer. It made me a bit happy that he answered directly without trying to hide anything. Hinamizawa was not sure if I should tell you this, my Bara-san. Don't try to play this off. If you're not going to talk, then not going to tell you anything. Oh, no. That's not what I meant. It's just, it may make you feel bad. You see, long ago, Hinamizawa was feared as a villain where demons reside. Oh my god, it's the fucking demons. No, oh no. No. Why did you have to bring demons into this? Demons? By demons you mean those pitchfork carrying things in hell? No, more like human eating monsters. They go down to the village snatching people up and gobbling them down. That kind of tale. Demon snatching on people is what this onikakushi really means. They said that it was a curse and being demoned away happened together. What does that mean? Hearing about the mysterious deaths happening 5 years in a row, but I didn't know there were people disappearing for those same 5 years. The curse and being demoned away happened together? First time I heard of that. Is that how it is, Miyabara-san? That's what I want to know. I hear Rena and Mion talking. They said if it was really Oyashiro's curse, then both of the curse and demoning away would happen. Oyashiro began humming and hawing on the other end of the receiver. Maybe something about came to mind. Mibara-san, do you know the first incident? The murder by dismemberment. Yeah? One of the 6 perpetrators is still on the run, right? Hypothetically, what if he wasn't on the run but was demoned away? Motherfucker! Wait. We have Dam Constructor and the Killer, right? That's 2. Then we have the guy who fell into the river and the woman they found at the beach. That's another 2. Then we have the priest and his wife. That's 2. And then we had the housewife, but that the housewife was just one, right? Tomitake-san and the woman next to him were dead, but the housewife, I'm so confused. The housewife was just one. Hypothetically, what if he wasn't on the run but was demoned away? Huh? It was an outrageous hypothesis from Oishiri-san. The incident 4 years ago was the particularly ghastly one. The police already knew the perpetrators, so they posted tons of wanted posters with his face on them. They stalked the various locations and investigated every possible escape route he had. But after 4 years, there wasn't even a hint of where he might be, unless the police were completely incompetent. Even if this was an outrageous hypothesis, I couldn't simply laugh it off. Then what about the incident next year, when the man who supported the project and his wife both died in an incident? Well, actually, it was only the husband who died in the incident. His wife's body will never surface. Oh, yes. Unless we find the body, then it's considered a missing person by law. At the time of the incident, with the river below the cliff being muddy rapids, the police drivers had searched every branch of the main stream of the river with thousands of miles, but at the end, they weren't able to find her body. But that's just them not being able to find the body. She's still dead, right? Isn't it different from being demoned away? You cannot say someone is dead without their body. Until a certain number of years pass by law, they are treated as still alive. I'm not sure if that's right to call that being demoned away. The wife was missing. Wait a minute. The first one was the damn constructor. But they said there were men. There were only men considered suspect of his death, right? Then a woman, then another woman, then another woman. A lot of women disappearing. At least that part was reality. How about the third year? That Shinra priest died in illness and his wife committed suicide. Ibara-san. That's actually the exact same scenario. The wife supposedly thrown herself in the Bodhisattva marsh in the forest around Hinamizawa, meaning in all circumstantial evidence. They simply found her suicide note in front of the marsh. Diver was able to recover a few remnants, but they weren't able to find a body. The investigation headquarters believed that she had faked her death and was still alive somewhere. I'm not sure if you can call these cases as being demoned away. It's just as you said, every year one person goes missing. The incident this year, the woman with Tomitake-san, has gone missing. Then what about the incident with the housewife beaten to death? Who went missing? I believe the perpetrator was caught, right? Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. Yeah, we arrested him. He was just a miscreant with a record of narcotics abuse. He admitted to the crime while being questioned about a different incident, but well, you see, after he was arrested, a child from the victim's home went missing. It's still under investigation as to whenever the disappearance had... Wait, my brain is working. Okay, what if the housewife and the student from the club is the same kid? Right? What, can I just, like, try to make sense? Okay, the woman was beaten, and then her child went missing. What if... Oh, hello! Hello, Wisp Hunter! Hello! So what... Okay, my thought process is like this. What if... Wait a minute. What if the woman's child was that Satori or whoever that name was that was on the card, the previous member? So maybe... Okay, wait, my brain is working. Whatever the disappearance had with the crime. But you said you caught him, right? Did he have a compass? No idea, it's considered a separate case. Huh. However, we can't even check now. Because while under investigation, that man, he died in his holding cell. Motherfucker, what are you doing at the cop station? Honestly. He swallowed a spork. He swallowed a spork and choked to death. Oh my god. Why? It's not known whether it was an accident or suicide, meaning for the last 5 years there's always one person who dies and one who goes missing. That's about right. No, actually, I'm surprised as well. I never they had that in common. I couldn't believe that this could help lead the closing of these incidents. It was just something they had in common. Could it be that those demon away have something in common? Wait, Oishama-san mumbled as he seemed to thinking about it. So I summarized the events. The first year was the dam employee, yeah. Second year was the wide of the dam project supporter. Third year was the wife of the Shitu priest. Fourth year was the victim's family child. And the fifth year was the victim's girlfriend, I guess. It doesn't seem like there was anything to connect them. What's the exception to the first year wives and girlfriends? Though those two stand out. It does seem like there are a lot. That means the fourth year victim child was different. It would have really stood out if they were all married couples. It's not just married couples, but parents and children as well. Come to think, I believe Tomitake-san also called me that younger brother is alive and has moved. Wait, my brain. Come to think, I believe Tomitake-san also told me the younger brother is alive and has moved, if I recall it. The child that is missing in the fourth year, who are they? Apparently he is quite mature. 1 year older than you. Oh my god, it's him. I knew it! Who the brain? I'm the brain. Sorry, my brain is just... oh my god, I didn't... Okay. See, this is what you get when you watch House MD, CSI Miami, CSI New York, CSI New Orleans. If you watch Hawaii 5 I'm like, oh, if you watch Blue Bloods, oh my god, my brain. Okay, I'm gonna like chill. I'm gonna chill because this is just like, this was total guessing. This was fucking total guessing. Satoshi Hijue-san. Huh? Satoshi? I remember that name. Didn't they tell me Satoshi transferred out last year? Motherfucker, they were lying. He was about your school up until last year. Didn't they tell you anything about him? Come to think of it, when I transferred, I believe they said my seat belonged to the recent transfer student. Then where I sat once belonged to the one who demoned away. It was his seat. I recalled the cool sensation that came from the desk and made my hair stand up to end. The Shingo mysterious death, no, or Itasha-sama's curse, I know how it connected to me. The chilling sensation, it was the feeling of Oyashiro-sama's caressing the back of my neck. Oyashiro-sama's curse, huh? Could Oyashiro-sama's curse really exist? In all honesty, I was beginning to believe it. And I was scared. That was why I intended to say it was a plot crafted by man and not the work of a curse. But the more I dug into it, the less likely it seemed. The more I dug, the more mysterious it became. If I kept digging, eventually, I reached the point where I learned something I really shouldn't know. Either to be none the wiser or to seek the answer I might regret. Which one would be happier with? Maybe it'll be me next year. Maybe next time. My execution could only be delayed for 1 year. That was when I remembered. Rena. Rena said she may be the next victim of the curse. You mean Rena Yugo-sama? She transferred in last year and she's your classmate, isn't she? This incident really might be a bit too disturbing for a girl. She's not just scared, isn't she? It isn't that. She said it might be her next. She said it in a way that made me think she had a concrete reason behind it. It felt like she was convinced. Almost as if you could say she was frightened. Her sudden change in demeanor. That someone who I looked like Rena but wasn't Rena. That might be unrelated. All the strange thing that I felt from Rena today came back to me. Hey, how about bullshit? She crazy. Can I just say that? Can I just say that she's crazy? Let's just keep it at that. I see. Then I'll be doing a bit of investigation in this end. Please continue your observation of Ryugo-sama, my Bara-san. Are you asking me to keep him under surveillance? That's not what I meant, my Bada-san. I just want you to watch out for your friend so she doesn't end up next victim. At that moment, just as my mouth was agape because I was so impressed with his mature, clever way with words. Knock knock. A sudden knock on the door sent my heart racing. In an instant, I pulled and discovered the end of the receiver. Keichakan, get the door, please. On the other side of the door, I hear my father's old upbeat voice. What could it be? It's so late. Sorry, my dad just came in. Can we leave it at this for now? Yeah. My apologies again for calling so late. If you could find out anything else, please let me know. I'll tell you if I make any progress on this end. Well then, have a pleasant evening. Keiichi-kun, hurry up and open up. Daddy's got his hands full. What is that doing? If I had stayed in the same position while on the phone the whole time, so my jaws were aching. When I opened the door, I saw my father was standing there with a tray. On the tray, cookies and 2 cups of black tea, a fairly fancy spread for our household. There was even sugar and lemon slices on each side, everything you should ask for. This was quite a show of hospitality. What's going on, Dad? What's all this for? Come on, don't play around, kid. Oh my god, Rena made food? I think she's trying to poison us. Run, bitch. This isn't good. Don't eat the cookies. I'm coming in. Dad was in high spirits and a smirk on his face. But for my entire life, I've never seen him act like this hospitable. What's gotten into him? So, what were you talking about? I jumped. It's not something I had to keep for my father. But how could I explain to him I was talking to a detective? I'm assuming he was. This late at night, he is. Nothing much, just a friend. I don't mean the phone. She was here, wasn't she? Holy shit, run! Run, bitch! Don't eat the cookies. Do not eat those cookies and lemon slices, man. They're just gonna fuck you up. She wasn't here. Come on, don't try to keep it from me. She just came over to play. You two were chatting away, so I thought I'd bring some tea, but it looks like I just missed her. This is good. Oh no. How did we get here? I was playing games like 2 Let's Plays ago. Now I'm in a murder investigation. What the hell? Okay. I'm chill. I'm cool. I had no idea what Dad was talking about, but a cold sweat dripped on my back. How long were we talking? Rina-chan went upstairs about half after, so it was close to no. My little bitch, she was listening in. You saw her come up to the 2nd floor. Yeah, I did. I also thought that your room was the door down the hall up the stairs. Rena came to my house about an hour ago. Dad met her at the door and called out to me on the 2nd floor. I probably didn't hear him because I was focused on my conversation with Ishii-san. I didn't reply, but he knew I was in my room, so he had her come inside. Then told her my room was on the 2nd floor. She thanked my dad and went upstairs. Then about an hour passed. She passed my dad just as she was bringing up tea and left. She came upstairs and about an hour passed. Then passed by my dad and returned home. Then after she came upstairs and until she left, where was Rena? There was only a short hallway between my room and the stairs. Meaning, Rena had, for about an hour, in the hall, though she couldn't have been standing in front of my door all the time. The door to my room was practically thick. You could easily hear everything being said. All of the ominous things and all of the nonsense I spoke to Ishii-san about being again rushing through my head. Honey, don't tease him. More importantly, you need to clean up your studio. It's a mess again. My mom yelled up at my dad from downstairs. Dad left the tray with me and went downstairs with a disappointed chortle. I followed my dad out of the room with my eyes. I looked down at the floor around the room where Rena might have stood at the time. Just now, I was talking to Ishii-kun with my back turned. Rena was standing a mere 6 feet away this whole time. Bitch be crazy. Oh no. Bitch be very, very crazy. This is very, very bad. Oh no. All the time in this dimly lit doorway, what did she see? What did she see? What did she hear? For what reason? At the steam of the two teacups suddenly warped and twisted, the aroma of black tea filled my room. Oh god, run! Oh, just don't talk to her anymore. This bitch be crazy. Oh no, this is bad. We have seen on YouTube notice from the police chief. Rana is not good. What's the notice from the police chief? July 1st, 1982, the Department of 1 through 12, Prefecture Police Headquarters, Director General, blah blah blah, the Chief's Constable and the Facility Managers, regarding case situation in the Hinamizawa village notice. At case in the Shinobuda-Siki Hinamizawa village have been reported by certain sections of mass media. In Jorkobo Tachen, which is causing serious repercussions for the local residents. This has become a very serious situation. To protect the livelihood and prosperity of the residents, the following notice has been designed. The following criminalization is classified. Onikomio Station, 1932, case number X, Hinamizawa village housewives murdered 8 in June. Station, case number 2, student disappearance. Non-disclosure of information. Station, case number 2, village site foreman murder. Case number park falling Shira Natural Park falling incident. Okinomiya Station 122, Nazawa village priest wife's disappearance. Site foreman. What? Requesting self-restraint from each organization concerning the release of sensitive information. Please see attached reference materials 1, 2, and 3. Management Prefecture Police Headquarters. Initial line XXX. Police Affair Departments. So the police were keeping quiet about them. No, I mean I get that, but it's a publicly known thing. Why are you keeping quiet about it? That's what I don't get. Weariness and a headache. Fuck. Weariness and a headache. I would say fucking terrified and pissed. Not very nice way to start the day. What's wrong, Keiichi? You don't look so well. When did you get to sleep? It seemed that my mom had noticed my sullen state. Boop, boop, boop. Yesterday I kept on waking up in the middle of the night. Without a doubt I felt a presence. I felt the presence of someone standing in front of my door. Fucking hell, run! I told myself repeatedly that it was my imagination, forced myself to try and sleep. Except not being able to stand it, I gathered up my courage and opened the door. Of course there wasn't anyone there. I think this is the 3 times throughout the night. Or maybe I just didn't remember doing it more than that. Even though I was able to get the breakfast table without incident, I still didn't feel at ease. Yes, because there's a crazy bitch after you. It might be cold. I don't really have an appetite. My, you do seem a little warm. Well, can you make it to school? Technically I did go to school, but it wasn't mostly self-study. It wouldn't matter much if I missed a day, would it? It could have been that I didn't feel well for the last few days because I didn't have a cold. I took some medicine and got a good day of rest. I might be able to greet everyone with a smile tomorrow. No! Run, bitch! Sarah looked back and forth between the entrance and the clock. It was 10 minutes later than I usually meet with Rena. It was Rena. Rena-chan came to get you. What are you going to do? Are you going to take the day off? Rena was a good girl. She might be somewhat quirky, but she was certainly cute. The lunches she made were delicious and she always looked out for me. Why should we... it's because the bitch went outside your door and was creepily listening to you talk to a police officer about something she and her friends don't want to talk to you about, aka murders and disappearances, but murders mostly. Let's get that thing. You're not this dumb. Please don't be this dumb. Oh my god, please. Why should I be so scared or something? It wasn't Rena's fault. Yes, it was. It's probably mine. No, it's not. I had to have been my cold. It just had to be. I'll rest, sorry. Then I'll get to send off for you. Mom headed off to the door. It would have been past the interest to get back to my room. I didn't have the nerve to meet with Rena, so I wrapped myself in the bed on the sofa and closed my eyes. I was sleep deprived, quickly carried into a deep slumber. Please, Mom, don't let her get into the door. Please, Mom, be so smart. Please, Mom, don't be an idiot. I only had intended to lie down for a bit, but it was almost noon when I woke up. I called out my parents, but they didn't seem to be around. On the table I found a lunch prepared and a note. Mom and Dad had apparently driven off to somewhere far, far away. It's likely to do with Dad's work. Oh my god, Rena killed your parents. This happened every so often, so it wasn't that unusual. Rena killed your parents, I'm telling you. They would probably be back sometimes and for dinner. On the note it said, the insurance card is in the cabinet, take it and go to the hospital. There was also a well-drawn map to the hospital. That's right. I hadn't been there before, so he doesn't know exactly where it was. I had a light lunch, although it really just leftovers from the morning, and just in case we went to the hospital. Oh god, my parents are dead. I'm pretty sure about that. I'm telling you, they dead. Normally I'll never be here in the middle of the weekday. Just walking around like this had me feeling guilty. It was an old feeling. Following my mom's mat, I took a road I usually never used. After walking a bit, the hospital sign came into view. Erie Clinic was written rather stylishly on the sign. The clinic wasn't really big, but based on the scale of the rest of Hinamizawa, it was far too grand. There was a parking lot and even a reserved spot for buses. They must be making a mint. I spaced out in the air conditioning waiting room until it was my turn to be seen. Oh, for fuck's sake. No, come on. My Bara-san, please make your way to the examination room. Can I talk to a doctor about my probably very psychotic friend? After probably answering all the chatty doctor's questions, he responded with an old, it's probably a cool. No shit, bitch. Oh my god. They gave me a shot in 3 days worth of managed. Oh, they gave me. Oh my god. Why? Oh, I heard about this. Is this like the flu shot? Like the one that you have to take so you don't get sick, but in the end still get sick? Because of it, I heard about that. This was the 80s or 90s probably, yeah. Oh god. That is a little overboard, but it would clear the gloomy feeling I've been having lately. Then it was worth it. Please don't be Rena outside. I settled the bill and took a quick trip to the washroom. As I began leaving, I heard all the conversation between some elderly people who seemed to be regular at the clinic. Of course, I had no intention of eavesdropping. If I wasn't for that word, it must have been an Onikakashi. I wonder. She was still pretty young. Might have just eloped. With whom? That man from Tokyo who visits every scene. He dead. That young one with the big camera. Didn't you know they were getting along pretty well? Were they talking about Tomitake-san? I could feel my ears pricking up. I don't know about that, but you have to make preparation before you elope. Leave a note to quit their job or something. It's an elopement because they didn't leave a note or a message. They thought that I'll never see the young nurse face again makes me rather sad. Tanako-san is an understanding young woman. She'll be fine whenever she goes. So her name was Takano-san, that woman with Tomitake-san, and she worked at this clinic? Yashira-sama shadow was following me everywhere I went. I started listening more closely, but they began talking about fishing. It didn't seem like they were going to revisit the thought. I gave up and left. Thus, even though I was separated from the daily monotony of school, I wasn't able to escape from Oyashiro-sama's shadow. Oh my god. Why does this remind me of Inuyasha? God damn it. Like, I'm reading Inuyasha. I'm gonna read it till the fucking end. I wanna know what happens. I mean, I saw the anime, but I'm pretty sure the anime and the manga, like, differ. Probably, hopefully. I wasn't able to escape from Oyashiro-sama's shadow, but of course, Yoshino-sama was the guardian deity of this place, of Hinamizawa. As long as I was in Hinamizawa, I wouldn't be able to escape. Pardon me. I am drinking so much water. Oh my god, it hurts. Maybe it was because I was walking outside, but my appetite suddenly returned. It might be by a snack with the change from the examination fee on my way home. Contemplate. You had to like pay for examinations? I heard that was an American thing. They send you a bill. I didn't examination. What the fuck? Okay. Contemplating that, I turned into a familiar street. At that moment, I heard a car horn abruptly behind me. Was it really walking so far in the middle of the road where I'd be in the car's way? I moved forward to the side, but the horn was still honking at me. I turned and peeved. Hey! Now you're being a creepy stalker. My bada-san, good day to you. It was Oishi-san. He stopped out of his car, AC on full blast, and waved at me. What's up today? School on break? Just not feeling well, so I took a day off. I was about to buy lunch and head back home. That's great. I'm just about to get lunch myself. Would you mind going? Oh, fuck me. Dude, or do you not see how creepy you are being? Am I the only one who feels like this? I'm just going to lie down after going home anyway, and I didn't really have a cold. I doubt you want to eat at one of these local places. Let's go into town. It's just a bit of drive. Is that alright? No! Don't get into the creepy dude's car! Even if he is a cop. I'm pretty good place. I finally began to understand why Ishini's son's roundabout way of saying things. He probably wanted to talk to me about style that was difficult to discuss while in Hinamizawa. I went with Onashini-san riding in his frigid car. It was almost as if the broad line of the sun was a lie. I'm sorry about the calling you so late last night. Did your parents get angry at you? No. I recalled Ren and what had been listening to the phone conversation all that time separated me by just the door. Even now, in the brightness of the sunlight, the thought still creeped me out. With the bump jawed around the car, the road connected to the city changed from dirt to pavement. My head swiveled back in sudden realization. That's right, this was where Tomitake-san died. They've hit a snag in the investigation guard Tomitake-san. She spoke with peering at me from the corner of his eye. They believe it was caused by hallucinogens given to going on. I knew it! I knew something was given to him. A drug that could cause that to happen suddenly in the extreme halt. I knew it. This is what you get for reading detective comics. This is what you get for watching detective movies. This is what you get for watching House MD. Motherfucker, I knew this shit. Sorry. I'm being weird. Okay, can I just say, I love when I get something right. Bear in mind, of course, the autopsy was done with that premise in mind, but we didn't find any leads. You know, that thing you said in all the comics all the time, where there's a drug that if you put it in them, it doesn't leave any traces. It exists, so with something or other. Well, it's pretty uncommon, but you see, there doesn't seem to any kind of drug that would cause Tomitake-san to react like that. It could be a mixture of drugs. Then you're saying the police concluded that Tomitake-san just died from the curse? You're gonna have a feel the police were worthless. I just wanted the idea of the curse to be dissociated from Tomitake-san's mysterious death. Unfortunately, that's how it looks right now. But putting aside the cause of that, without a doubt, he was surrounded by a group of people and had been beating, had taken a beating before he died. That was no curse, but an incident that unquestionably involved other humans. That made me a bit relieved. Thank you, Lord. This is how we do. This is how we do. We follow investigations. In this house, we be damn detectives. We passed in front of a rather desolate but still busier than Hinamizawa train station. The car pulled in the wait, there was something about this train station parking lot, and I followed Oishi-san's into the shop. It was pretty crowded, but there was only adults at this hour. Of course, there weren't any children here in the middle of the weekday. Two, please, non-smoking. This way, please. Where are you? Ready to order? Please call me over. We were led by a particularly dressed waitress to our table. I sat on Ishi-san in the booth. So, what do you think? Aren't the waitresses officers here? Why are you like this, bro? Huh? Well, I guess. This shop is always quite busy. It's more about the waitresses than the food, you see. Why? Why bring a kid into this? Are you fucking dumb? Uh-huh. Oishi-san, you're leering? Hmm? Am I really? Oh my god. No. Regardless of how the waitress looked, the food was decent enough. Finishing our meal, so talking out some inane topic on issue after a meal, cup coffee right at the table. Yesterday we talked about Hinazawa spells, didn't we? Yeah, it was the village man eating demons or something like that. I don't know much about myself, but I asked my grandmother about it this morning. She took... Oh my god, my throat is hurting. Only a half an hour. Only a half an hour more. I'm good. I can survive this. Oishi-san took out a notepad that was stuffed into his breast pocket. Turns out that Hanimazawa used to be called Onigafuchi, or Ogre's Abyss. Onigafuchi? That's quite the name. The name is still around. The marsh where the Shinto priest right itself is called Ogre's Abyss. It's said that the depths of that marsh connected to the realm of demons. Well, great. Thank you. I'm not gonna have nightmares about that. Of course, nobody had told me anything about such ominous marsh. And you see, it appears they were both feared and revered. Respect born of fear. I guess you can say it was kind of a... oh my god. Brain! Come on! Was kind of a deification. A village of inhuman creatures. It seems the demons were Senin or mountain-dwelling mystics of sort. Taking villages with incurable illnesses into the ogre's land and healing them, for example. Even if we are calling them demons, Tinku, long-nosed goblins. Oh, I know who. Oh! Senin. Oh, now I get it. Senin or mountain-dwelling mystics. I know that. Tengu I also know. Long-nosed goblins or Senin will be more apt description. They don't seem like such terrible people, even though they were called demons. But they were still man-eating demons, according to the story my grandma told me. As payment for treating the son's illness, let us eat the mother who brought him here, was apparently how things went. The price of curing her son was herself. That's unsettling. Of course, the mother took her son and ran. Then you see, all the people who lived in Onagafuchi, the demon chased them down, running them off and captured them. The entire village, apparently. That's quite a frightening thing to imagine. In the end, it seems both the mother and son were caught and hidden. The end. What the... Okay. There's a problem with the story. Both witnesses of the story were near, so nobody would be able to tell the tale. Huh? What? There are plenty of old fables like this. In contrast to the ghastly tale, Aishi-san laughed heartily while sipping his coffee. But well, there are quite a few other tales. where the demons from Onigafuchi band together to capture their prey. Theory. What if, let's say, the villagers appeased the demons, right? And the demons, in thanks, protect the village, right? So what if, let's say, 4 demons who are like guardians or the main ones possess people, a group of people, and do unspeakable things, aka my friends. Oh, that could be a good theory. That could be a good theory. I replied that Mion said that all the villagers united and fought against the dam construction. I saw similarities at how that part about unification overlapped. Nobody hunted down a single person, and they chose who it was going to be beforehand. Huh? Yes! That caught my attention. Oishi-san also appeared to be pondering what it meant. My grandma told her that you must never interfere with the demon's hunt. You should just hole up in your house and hide under the cover, she said. So what does that mean? It means you must never help or protect the prey. As long as you don't disturb the demon's hunt. Oh fuck me, I disturbed the demon's hunt just by talking to you. You motherfucker! You made me fucking a prey! Son of a bitch! No harm will fall about the villagers. It seems they're that kind of rule. Basically don't have the victims. Pretend you don't see the atrocities. In other words, what happens if you break the rule? Well, the man-eating demons, and for all, many parts of the tale caught my attention. Parts of the story he told me overlapped with this theory that the perpetrators were all in the village Oh my god, I didn't even... Holy shit, okay. What if the victims, like the ones who are missing because they were eaten? The demons hunt the prey, right? But the wife, the child, all these people, they interfered. So the demons took them to their lair and probably killed them there, right? Probably ate them. Didn't dare speak it. Then Oishi-san, I guess it looks like it's either the village families or a group of villagers perpetrating the crimes. What do you think, my Bara-san? Ah, excuse me. Another cup of coffee, please. That's what I wanted to know. It seemed that we were both waiting for the other to say the last part. I waited for the waiters to finish pouring coffee before speaking. Last year I had a nagging feeling when Satoshi-kun disappeared. Wish I more as watched the milk swirl in his coffee. So those friends of Satoshi-san's, meaning your group of friends, my Bara, I had a bit, really just a little bit, okay? A background check on them. If Oishi-san has said this to me before, I would have been furious since he told me earlier not to suspect my friends. But that it was now, I couldn't. This might sound pretty stupid. My Bara-san, if you feel that it's stupid, please say so. I'll just stop. Oishi was wearing the most serious expression I've ever seen from him before. It was as if he was telling me to prepare myself and listen. Oh my god, gimme the juicy stuff, gimme the tea. There were quite a few things I regretted hearing from Oishi-san, but none of them were as threatening as this. A little voice inside me was screaming like an alarm. Stop, Keiichi. This was probably the last one. I took the deep breath and silenced that voice. I would not run from the truth. Please. This was all I could utter. Oh god. Okay, let's go. Gimme. Oh. Oishi stared into my eyes for a few minutes. After he was certain I was ready, he began. The victim of the incident in the first year was the overseer. A few weeks prior, he had an altercation with Mion Shinozaki-san. Multiple altercations. Oishi-san had said before that Mion had defied the dam project vehemently. It wasn't hard to imagine how she'd be if she had got worked up. In the second year, the married couple who supported the project died in an accident, right? They had a daughter. Her name was Satoko. Satoko Hori-san. Huh? Satoko meaning Satoko? She looked at me that my voice was too loud. I realized it was well and quickly quieted down. The Shinto priest and his wife who died on the third year, you see, their daughter is Rika Furude. Oh my god! Rika-chan was The housewife who died in the fourth year, you already know, don't you? It was the step aunt of the Shatuko Ohio son. She was in her aunt and uncle's custody, and she almost lost both her parents in the accident. She lived in the victim's house. I couldn't have this wits to keep my mouth from hanging agape. I thought it was nothing but a bizarre accident, one I could easily distract myself from. But clicking and clicking, it snuck all into my feet. The one who disappeared the fourth year, by the way, was Satoko's son's older brother. What? Just wait a second. He took everything I had finally to say that. I gulped down a glass of water once again, wiped my face with a napkin. Calm down, Keiichi Maibara. Oishi-san was relentless. Instead of waiting for me to finish sorting out my feelings, he started speaking again. The last of the things I shouldn't have heard. All of the victims seem to be connected to your group of friends. That has to be just a coincidence. Maibara-san, keep it down. Everyone's looking. Mion, Satoko, Rika-chan. So what if they're connected? You're telling me all of my friends? It couldn't be. It just couldn't be. Oh, Rena is different, isn't she? Rena isn't connected with the victims and all. What if Rena was the demon? Rena Yugo was living in a suburb of Ibaraki Prefecture until last year. Well, it's true she hadn't directly met any of the victims, he said in a roundabout way. Is he saying she's also connected? Actually, I looked into her. Before Yugo-san moved into Hamada, she was suspended from school. It seems she went through her school building and broke all of the windows. Oh my god! Yes! Rena did that? She broke all the windows at her school? The same silly Rena had. It couldn't even imagine it. It seemed that after 3 days suspension, she didn't return to school. She went to a neurologist and was diagnosed with what the ever loving fuck is that? Dysautonomia. She was given weeks of counseling. Wait, let me check Google. Google, what does that mean? What is dysauto? Oh, what is it? Symptoms, types, and treatment. Cleveland, nervous system disorder, disrupt autonomic body process. These are autonomic processes like your blood pressure and heart rate. Okay, so she can get easily angered. Probably having dystopia means this action will prevent these disruptive symptoms. These symptoms may be manageable, but diagnosis and treating this may be somewhat difficult. Nervous system. In this case, several disorders, each with varying symptoms. To mild to severe, the common names are autonomic neuropathy, urinary system, nervous system. The term autonomic means self-governing, manages the body systems process you don't think about. Body temperature, breathing, digestion, heart rate, sweating, and much more. This includes but aren't limited to chest pain, mood swings, fainting, fatigue, and dizziness. Mood swings. Symptoms and causes. Dry, watery eyes, swings of body, skin temperature, vision problems, chest pain, shortness of breath, double swallowing, mood swings, pinpoint or white pupils. Ooh, dizziness, fatigue, sexual dysfunction, migraines. Damn. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, shit. I wonder if it was something like a nervous breakdown. I hear that it happens to people who are really methodical or overly sensitive. Neither of those matches Rena's easygoing personality. And in the counselor medical report, he recorded all of the conversation he had with Rena's son. It shows up, and quite a bit. What? The conversation he had with Rena's son. It shows up, and quite a bit of that. What did? Press her carelessly. There couldn't be anything more to me to regret. She mentioned the word Oyashiro-sama. It felt like something stone-cold hand was caressing my back. Why had Rena spoken Oyashiro-sama before she even came to Hinamizawa? Seems that Oeshiro-sama she spoke of was like a ghost appearing in her house every night, standing over her pillow looking down at her. My mind froze. I couldn't process what I was being told. And after a while she moved to Hinamizawa. Oh, that's right. She's not an outsider. Huh? Oh, I'm next. Fuck me sideways. what if what if the meaning I'm next? Maybe she's next to kill the next outsider. Could that be it? Could that be it? That could be it. According to the residency register, the Yugu family used to reside in Hinamizawa. Rena's moved to Inabaraki right after she finished elementary school. My mind went completely blank. It was similar to the static seen on black TV channels. My ears began ringing and I lost all sense of comprehension. Maesara, are you alright? Shall we stop? Those words brought me back. I couldn't let it end here. Now I understand Rena. Then how about the last week in Tomitake-san? Who was he connected with? Irritated, I let one final respile. All of them. Have you forgotten my Bada-san? Don't you spend all night in the festival together quite merrily? Quite a few of the officers are enjoying yourselves. Now that was nothing I could respond with. I fell silent as my brain turned to mush. We should get going. Ah, my Barasan, did you take your afternoon medicine? I completely forgot about it, the medicine. I had gotten today until Oishi-san said that. I got another glass of water and we left the shop after I chucked it down. Fuck me. We got the car and returned to Hinamizawa via the rough road. I only paid when I was on my bike, but did the cars normally shake this much? It was almost as the road was desperately trying to tell me something. But the boop. The big jolt from the difference in elevation of the road when it changed to cement to dirt. I was certain that I heard Tomitake-san scream. I sat in silence, just letting myself be shaken by the car. I'll drop you off at your house. You missed school because you were ill, correct? My apologies for the long conversation. No, bitch, you gave me more information than any of the other bitches, so you're good. Why did you talk to me? I blurted out the question. I just blurted it out. I didn't expect an answer. I did check with you first, didn't I? If we should just stop. Not that. Why did you reach out to me? I understand quite well that Oishi-san was investigating this string of suspicion, isn't it? But why was he telling me all this? I knew nothing. I couldn't help. Everything Oishi spoke was news to me. First of all, what could I, having just moved here, know? By chance, is there any reason for Oishi-san to reach out to me? Then it would have been that it looks suspicious to Oishi-san. I was part of me and circles of friends. I'm retiring this year. I plan on moving away after retiring as my grandma wants. So while I'm still on the case, I want to bring the truth behind this incident to light. So Oishi-san, you suspect them, don't you? All of them. Oishi-san didn't really give me a response. It felt a little late, but I thought it was his way of showing a bit of consideration for my feelings. This is mostly my intuition over 30 years on this job. My Bada-san, you're the one in danger. Huh? I wanted to reply that was his word, but my downridden state I couldn't bring myself to say it. I'll be retiring this year, so I won't be at the Watanagashi next year. So I want to settle things. In other words, he was insinuating that on the next Watanagashi, I might be the victim. I've been warned by the chief as well. Each incident in the string of cases has been solved, so don't bring it up again. Or so was told. This is the pressure that I'm facing. Pressure from what? Someone in Team Mizawa. We arrived. Is this fine? After some time, the car finally reached the path to my house. The clock right 2 p.m. I was surprised so little time has passed since we ate. It was hot outside the car. The chirping of the Higurashi hurt my ears. I won't mind if you just forget everything I told you today, but I'm still going to keep investigating. I'll end Oyashiro-sama's course this year. So you're saying I should contact you if anything happens? It's fine. Just contact me when you feel you have to, my Bara-san. I wasn't collected enough to understand Oyashiro's roundabout way of saying it. Be sure to take it easy. I'm sorry for throwing all of this at you while you were taking the day off because you're sick. I didn't really give me any sort of response. I'll always be on your side. If anything, believe me that. I'll be off now. Thank you, Detective Coon. You're very nice. You're very cute. Thank you. Let's try scrunch over. Just don't look at uh, under girl skirts and we'll be okay. Oh my god, I'm so tired. And try scrunching over the dirt road as the car made up U-turn and disappeared into a cloud of knocked up dust. It felt like I was watching a boat, only throwing me lifesaver and shark-infested waters before disappearing into the distance. That was the first time I thought Oyashiri-san was being unfair, telling me I was going to be the next hit and then just saying to contact him if something happened. That wasn't a criminal investigation. He was fishing. And I was just the bait dangling in front of the line. Would it be a fish to be perpetrator? Or was it really Oyashiro-sama's curse? Either way, the bait would be swallowed whole. Damn it, I don't want to die! For some time I couldn't do anything but stare at the puddle of water left behind AC from the car. Can I get clues? Can I get tips? I really want tips. Come on, give me to me. Did I get tips? Any tips? Oh, it's not over yet. Okay. I wonder how much time has passed since I lay down. I was getting dark outside. My body was soaked in sweat. It would probably be a good idea to change my sheet. At the moment, the phone downstairs rang. It's probably Mom. Mom was quite a worrywart. Maybe she had called many times, but I just didn't notice it. It's gonna be Rena. Hello, this is my Bara residence. Oh, he's alive. Hello, this is Mion. How are you doing? Is this one of Keiichi's friends? Keiichi's resting now, but shall I put him on? Huh? Is this his dad? Ah, sorry. Idiot. You fell for it. Huh? Keiichi-chan. After our exchange, we both had a good laugh together. Except I was suspicious of her even as we were laughing. Was everybody really involved in these incidents? The fact that I couldn't say no saddened me. And revealed that you seem well. Rena was really worried, you know. Rena is a little bitch. I don't trust Rena. Sadako-chan was happy and said you got what you deserved. Rika-chan said how unfortunate he's sick. Hell, looks like everyone was making a big deal out of it. Well, you know, so Kei-chan, is now a bad time to come pay you a visit? Visit? No, it's okay. It's not like I'm dying. My grandma made a ton of mochi, you see. I was told to share them, so I'll bring you some. Hey now, you'll catch my cold. Not to worry, both Rena— No! No. Run. Why? See you. Be there in a bit. She hung up cheerfully. Rena's coming too. That's why it sounded like fucking hell. Run. I was still concerned about meeting Rena, but I guess if she's with— No, it's worse. There's two of them. Run, bitch! I heard the doorbell 10 minutes later. Don't open it. Don't. How are you feeling? Did you take your medicine and rest? I did just that. Thank goodness you're well. I was worried. No, you were not, you lying liar. Sorry, I'll be fine by tomorrow. Mion showed a complete lack of concern for someone who's recalling, and Rena looked like she was worried about me from the bottom of her heart. It didn't look like there was anything behind those expressions. I thought we might hang out for a bit, but it looks like you're not quite in the condition for it. You don't say. It seemed my face appeared a bit sullen. Then here, Keiichi-kun. These are the mochi Mi-chan grandma made. Rena held up back and read in the newspaper. This might be a 5 in there. It's quite hefty. Oh, thanks. Send my regards to your grandma, Mion. Yep. And there's one I made in there as well. Wonder if Keiichi-kun can guess which one. This is Kei-chan home cooking since he missed the club meeting today. There are letters on each mochi, so I'll ask you tomorrow. Were you checking in how you're feeling better, or did you just come here for club activities? Yep, looking fine. Guess you'll be able to make it tomorrow. Man, what are you going to do if the fever comes back because of your shenanigans? Mi-chan, we shouldn't be making such a racket. Let's go. The other people here will get angry. Would have then thought my parents were home. was because the entranceway was a mess. You're right, let's get going. By the way, Kei-chan. Yeah? Oh, fuck me! Oh, no! Why? 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 What did you eat for lunch? The sudden question startled me, and I went wide-eyed and I saw Mio. Never seen her like that. It was highly unsettling visage. Then why was she asking me about what I ate at lunch? What she was going inane and most meaningless. The way she said it almost sounded like she didn't even care at all about it I ate. I ate out. She must have suspected I was with Sonishan. Oh, fuck me! If anyway, I felt that if I hesitated, I tried to change the subject and then they read too deep into it, so I tried answering as quickly as possible. Except contrary to the efforts I have made, there was a pause before they replied. Why the fucking eyes? So you ate out for lunch, Keiichi-kun. The gleam of Rena's eyes has changed at some points as well. It was now sharp, as if to make me feel the frightened, feigned ignorance behind her words even more. And she already knew, that's how it looked like to me. Well, was it good? Why are you asking me this? Mio was speaking in an unusually low note. Almost she knew that I had eaten at the restaurant in town. No, I'm overthinking this. No, you're not. They're both crazy. I mean, both of them should have been in school at lunchtime. There was no way they could have known where I was. Seems you are a rather astute-looking older guy. Who was he? Oh, fuck off. Flop. The package with the mochi I was holding slips out of my hands. I couldn't tell blood had drained from my face, making to go pale. Oh. Keiichi-kun, who was here? Just fucking run! Could it be the person from before, I wonder? I could feel the back of my throat running dry. This was no longer above. They knew everything? How do you know that? It took everything to finally force those words from my throat. My knees were shaking. Because there's nothing this old man doesn't know. Sneered knowingly, and her laugh seemed to carry on forever. So, Kei-chan, what do you talk about? It seems like you got pretty worked up over it too. We weren't talking about you guys. It didn't have anything to do with you or Rina. Isn't that a bit strange to hear our names coming out even nobody asked about it? No, because you're being a little bitch and asking strange questions. Rina's unworrying gaze pierced through my eyes and peered further inside of me. I dug my own grave. My heart was throbbing so much, it felt I was going to explode. Well, whatever you're trying to hide, this old man already sees through it all. Remember that. I couldn't even shake my head. It took everything I had to stop my teeth from chattering. She never let her gaze break mine, even as she tilted her head slightly. Keiichi-san, you don't look so good. I think you should lie down. That's true, we should both head back home. As if nothing had happened, they both giggled at each other and started making their way out. I hadn't moved a muscle since I dropped the package of mochi. As they left, the door slowly closed behind them. Motherfucker, what the hell is happening? All I can do was stare, as if I couldn't move when the door was completely closed. Just as the door was about to close, it opened again slightly with a sudden creak, sending my heart racing again. A single eye peered through the narrow slit, and a neon hawkish gaze peered at me watching again. See you, Kei-chan. Yeah. I'd hate it if you miss school tomorrow, right? Fuck you. Thud. The door closed. I wasn't able to move a muscle even after the low laughter died off in the distance and silence once again enveloped the room. Coming back to my senses, the first thing I did was lock the door. Oh my god. They knew that Oishi-san and I talked about. Why? How? Not that it wasn't important. I thinking about it now, all I can do have been overheard from the beginning when Oishi-san met me. Just as Mion said, I couldn't hide anything. Then what were they trying to tell me? That part of that was obvious. They were warning me not to say anything unnecessary. What did they deem unnecessary? I only talked with Oishi-san about one thing, and they were warning me that was unnecessary. what it was Oishisa talked to me about. The incident involving Oishisa-sama's curse that occurred every year were individual cases, but they were connected as a whole, as well as the fact that there may be multiple perpetrators hidden within Hinamizawa. No more precisely, that me and Rina, Satoko and Rika-chan were all suspicious. Is that what they were worrying me against? What kind of nonsense am I thinking about? I hit my own face hard enough that it let a slap. It only would wake me from this nightmare, but for some reason it felt like I was punching a blanket. It was almost laughably painless. Calm down, Keiichiko Manebara. When did I become such a pessimist? Calm down, settle down, sort things out. The reason Mion knew I was eating lunch with Soisa was probably because somebody from Hinizora just happened to be there at the time. They must have told Mion that I was there. That made most sense. Plus, come to think of it, she didn't ask me where I had lunch, did she? She only asked, was it good? They were just curious since I got together with someone from not from Hinamizawa. It's not as if they had an ulterior motive. That's it. That has to be it. You're an idiot. Oh my god, I'm playing the most idiotic person in the world. Thinking about it that way, it's the same with Rena. It was just being strangely ambiguous about when I met with Oishi-san, and Rena was just correcting me on that. That's when I was bewildered by the change in character from the unusual mild-mannered Rena and just startled by it. That's the most natural way of thinking about it. Felt my mind was mixing up with tangled mess of spaghetti. Deep red Rena sauce would have poured out of my nose and ears if he squeezed my head. Thinking that, I finally felt like vomiting. I really didn't want this to happen, so I stopped holding my head. Lady had no idea what everyone was saying. Spending time with them was fun. It didn't feel like there were any sort of hidden agendas. I really do think they a good bunch of people. When I just moved here, I couldn't make heads or nails out of everything. They were really kind to me. They might be killers. Just say, they might be killers. Ren was really kind and always looked after me. As long as the strange reflection didn't really suck it, and she was really cute. Mion is also a really good person. She didn't care about anything age or gender, was optimistic and I was never bored. And talking about getting bored, Yabonshu Sadako was a good person that too. She was okay. Rika-chan was the same way. She didn't speak often. She's silent. They're my friends. But after hearing of the better untold secrets of Hinamizawa from Oishi-san and Tomitake-san, when I was told about Oishira's Kama curse, things started going crazy. Then hearing from Oishi-san that me and Rena, Satoko and Rika were all suspicious. After that, everyone changed. That's right. It all started getting weird after Oishi-san told me that all that strange stuff. At the time, I really should have just not listened to those weird stories. Why are you like this? You're very dumb. Sorry. Incident of Mitake-san night of the Watanagashi. If I just gotten that strange sense of curiosity, if I just hadn't... That's right, so that's why they killed Tomitake-san. That impudent sounds speak to the likes of me after everybody went out of the way to keep it a secret from me. They probably killed Oishi-san. They'll probably kill Oishi-san as well for trying to understand what they're ever worrying me. Well, better left buried. Besides that, he was unforgivable for spurring words that made me doubt the others. Of course, a guy like that is going to be killed. Oh god. Both Mitake-san and Ishii were nothing but outsiders after all. They were entities who couldn't be coexist with people. Oh my god, something is going in your brain. Oh no, am I getting influenced? Those guys should just fall. Couldn't just... What the fuck? It wasn't their fault. It was my fault for not being able to hold back my curiosity. It wasn't their fault. It wasn't their fault. It wasn't their fault. It wasn't their fault. I settled into a daze. It was like lethargic feeling, like I was just gotten up, but the ominous chill that haunted my head subsided. I was fine now. I was no longer frightened. I had completely recovered. I got to school tomorrow right as rain. I greet everyone. I'll take part of the club activities. It'll definitely be fun. It had to be fun. I was one of them. No, you were not. Something's messing with him. Something is messing with him deeply. And that reminds me, I need to eat those mochi. I hope I'm able to tell which one is Renamate. I remember the homework they brought with them when they visited me. But wow, our club did the delivery. That was something else. I picked up the package and dropped on the floor and hid in the living room. It was nice to have some tea with it, to fill my mouth with mochi while drinking tea. Oh, this was quite a delectable situation I was in. Open at the weapon, there were 5 plums, red beans, mochi snug inside. There were letters written A, B, C, D, E. Now then, this is which one? There wasn't much different. They looked. The smell appeared about the same. This one was a pretty difficult problem. The biggest difference is probably their shape. It wasn't sure what kind of person Mion's grandma was, but Erna's had to different from hers. Looking carefully, I could see one mochi that was made very neatly. So well done. Just by staring, no one could tell it stood out. Look like this gel in the pencil and or not. This is one is Rena. Calm down. Think even harder. Mion said that her grandma made a ton of them and was told to give some out, if I remember correctly. So that meant for of this from large batch. Then what about Rena? She probably made one. She probably will spend quite a bit of time on it. Meaning the one Rena made was this one, A. For a moment I thought it might be a trap, Mayon laid, but that probably wasn't the case. Wouldn't be surprised when we made it, but since she and Rena made it, it probably wasn't a trap. Alright, my tea is ready too. I'll start with the defining champ, Mion's grandma. Let's see. Not bad. The smooth bean paste, the soft chewy texture left a little bit desired. The tea I drank after was accentuated the experience. This was an exquisite piece of work. Now about Rena's. The creation was delicate. One would think it was a high-class Japanese dessert. Since I know Marie had quite the appetite, so I worry about the size of the portion. But first bite, this was quite difficult one to adjust actually. The ingredients were exactly the same, so there was a little difference in flavor. Shape at the end was like expected, so the decided factor would be presentation and volume. Perform well Sun Champion versus Rena, the challenger would decide you couldn't. I only had one bite of Rena's. Probably had to wait until I was done eating to make my decision. Maybe there was something hidden inside that could cause. Since my prediction was right. My tongue touched something. It felt like something edible, so I reached with my finger and grabbed it. What did I get? What the hell? What was this? What did I get? Before I could fully comprehend what it was, I threw it away to the rest mochi as fast as I could. It scrambled, causing the bean jam to splatter. Then, after sickening for a moment, it slid down to the floor. It was stuck by my own actions. What was I doing? When I had gone out of the way to make it for me, how could I? Dumbstruck, I looked at the hand that performed such a while, and then I remembered what I had taken out of my mouth. At first, I thought it was a hair. Not a hair, my friend. Not a hair, probably. Even though it was shorter than Mion's, Rena's hair was still quite long. And it wasn't this short. It was also a bit hard to be a hair. It was thick enough to roll around in my tongue. There was a bit of metallic sheen at the end of one. Yeah, there was a hole where thread goes through. Like it was a sewing needle. That's right. It looked very much like a sewing needle. Exactly what I at the end pointed as well, quite sharply. I didn't look just as a sewing needle. Huh? What did it mean by looked very much like a sewing needle? Just a bit ago. I couldn't answer, but a voice inside me already knew and let me know by chattering my morals together. It couldn't stave off the terror wheeling up inside of me. Suddenly I tasted something metallic and felt a pickling pain in the back of my throat. I stuck my finger with a bat of might and felt around to see if I was bleeding. Suddenly felt the urge to vomit. Sharp taste of bile. My throat clenched, both hands in my mouth. After watching Annie, I was somehow able to hold back the nausea. I finally able to breathe normally again, but this time my heart intensely throbbing. Then it finally registered exactly what was making the mochi. Before I could even think to correct my words, my hands were already on move. Splat, plop, splort. I tossed the rest of the mochi against the wall. The geometric scattered beam of jam and suddenly invoked a terrible omen by my mind. After looking away, I dashed to the hall and threw upstairs where I stayed on the covers until morning. I clenched my own shoulders, howling mildly in mix of fear, anger, sadness, frustration. This wasn't a trend of worry or reminder, nothing as simple as that. What had happened in Minazawa What would happen? He didn't know the answer to any of those questions. Where did I break a taboo? Regardless, now Rena and Mia and others, they considered me an enemy, and they thought I should just die. I won't let you just kill me. Not for such a pointless reason. I fell into a restless sleep and I was crushed by my own negative emotion. I was as is me being drawn into ballowing bottomless marsh. Oh shit! There was a sewing needle in there. Holy crap! Wouldn't you feel it? Like, aren't sewing needles at least you would? What managed to make you commit suicide? Thread. You know tips. Is there a drug that causes someone to kill themselves? Not directly, no. That's quite a round response. You're saying there's one that does it indirectly, something that puts you in a suicidal mental state like that. That's hard to say. What would a suicidal mental state be? Like a person with a serious bipolar disorder. It's believed that people are most likely to attempt suicide with swinging from depression to mania. Clinical depression and bipolar disorder are different. Clinical depression indicates a prolonged state of depression, whereas bipolar disorder is categorized by a persistent depressed state accompanied by a very active manic state. Individuals with clinical depression suffer from low esteem and are quite pessimistic. Wait a minute. Oh. Now I'm questioning if I have either clinical depression or bipolar disorder as a character. They do not have the willpower to commit suicide. Nor does mania on its own lead to suicide. That's an opposite effect, filling the person with confidence and making them feel as though they're walking on air. Thus, they do not commit suicide. Motherfucker. Neither state causes suicide, but when the condition changes, they might do so. There's a desire to commit suicide when in a state of depression, but they do not have the act willpower to commit such a formidable act. But when they enter mania, they gain a burst of willpower that their body moves as they desire. I see. So it means they gain the willpower to commit suicide. That's how it goes. That's why patients are given sedatives during the time to keep them from acting on their impulses. Then Wastomi Take bipolar. People who suffer from bipolar disorder generally commit suicide by being more civilized means, like say hanging or jumping off a building. Self-harm as though going to withdrawal is completely different. Tomitake says one civilized, so one would think it was caused by some foreign substance. As I said from the start, tell me of a drug that causes someone to commit suicide. There are reports that metamethadone overdoses produce a condition that resembles bipolar disorder. It's a stimulant. Barbiturate overdoses are also reported to cause erratic behavior. That's a sleep aid. There are no signs of stimulants. Are there any other possibilities? All I can think of is some sort of illness, something like Graves' disease, which affects the thyroid and is known to cause symptoms that resemble bipolar disorder. But Graves' disease has many characteristic symptoms of its own. The deceased exhibit none of them. I wonder if there's something that can happen more spontaneous, something that fits the case that would cause someone to want to commit suicide all of a sudden. Are you familiar with organic mental disorder? In short, it's a condition where the brain is out of whack due to psychical injury or illness. It can be caused by drugs, but it can also be caused by psychosis, stroke, or even tumors. He was in a heightened state, so maybe he was hurt so much that it happened like that. Basically, without a drug, one can survive to a regular mental state. We're being chased, and his life was in danger, right? All that stress could have messed with his brain chemistry, his desire, and those factors combined could have caused mutilation. It's a possibility. Could you explain to me the simpler terms? Wahaha! Basically, he knocked his noggin in brawl and made him go haywire. Nah, ha. There it is. They didn't have any intention to kill. Just smacked him in the bad place when he's nicked some change. The two plumbers left her. You two are assholes. But of course, it's not like that. Ahem. Undoubtedly. It was Habitual draw cues, it was something mental. This is body holds the key. How are things on your end? Oh my goodness, look at the time. I need to get back to Kuma-chan. Will get angry with me. Yeah. Good luck. Best wishes. Best wishes. Threat. Harm? Those guys just now. They had national diet badges. Then it's prefecture assembly member of city council Sunazaki. That's interesting. The prefecture assembly member and city council are related. It's dirty is what it is, shouting at each other's name during elections. While one is up for election, the other holds an assembly, and they double up their campaign activities blatantly. I don't know much about that stuff, but it isn't against the rules of the election. As long as they have no private consultation, there are no restrictions on their political activities. Kuma-chan, the investigation division is going to be pretty tough without you. You should at least brush up on election policy. I'm not suited for the intelligence division, cause I'm DM. There were prefecture assembly members Sonazaki City Council Sonazaki and the mayor of Hinazawa. All in the Sonazaki family. What crap. Looks like they were seen off by the department chief and their deputy chief. It came to me. What? What came to you? The night when the chief invited me along to get some oden. I thought that was it. You have a lot of connections. You might have heard something. Did you? Nope. Not a thing. Ma'am, I'll take a tofu fritter and a fish cake. A council barked at me at the police chief's stead. Oh my, is that so? Ma'am, I'll take another bowl. Prefecture assembly members and Nazaki and city councilors were both intimidating. Our snot-nosed career police chief couldn't even handle being yelled at by them. They're like Yakuza. A petition when your name came up regarding how the investigation on Hinazawa incident is being handled. Goodness me, I have not the faintest. No need to play dumb. You're reopening the past cases regarding Hinamizawa, aren't you? I already got my hands full with Tomatake's death, actually. Nah, haha. Really? If that's true, then there's no problem. There are a period of silence. While we were silent, we made headway of our food and drink. Phew, that was quite the feast. This month has been a bunch of losses for me, so my wallet was feeling the pinch. Much appreciated. Nice, nothing. Tell me a good horse again. I'll bet on the same one as you. Nah, I haven't been doing well there lately. Haven't been able to read the horses at all. Taxi. I'm going by the train. The police chief is taking a taxi. I have my own car, but it'd be rash to drive it home. Can't blow it right before retirement with the DUI. Even though he could still rattle off, it looked like his legs were ready to go. Pushing into the cab, I gave the driver the police chief's address. We'll see you again tomorrow. Happy New Year. Oishi-san. Yeah. The past incidents have been closed. Stop lumping them all together. Those villagers have believed it's really a curse. Well, I'm not convinced. You're going to be retiring next year, aren't you? Weren't you going to pay off your mortgage with your pension and move up to Hokkaido with your mom? Mother pines to return to the land of her birth, and the least I can do. And the pension, well, I'll let me enjoy myself in Susikino. Nah. The police chief may issue a special retirement salary raise, he said. A public servant pension is calculated based on their monthly salary. So if you're going to get a raise right before retirement, your bonus 2 years later would be inflated. And you get a heavy surplus of funds. The tens... Oh, you're biming off! Of course, it's not a cost in the thought of highly. The difference between the bonus and the pension is quite a bit. I expect nothing less exemplary from an ex-chief. Well then... They say our salary is compensation for hard work, but in the end, it really is just to do with the passage of time. That's not something I can laugh at, but I laughed through it anyway. I don't think it's anything exemplary, but given how hard you work, it's not odd that you're getting that much of pension. I'd like to give that much myself. If I can get it, well, of course I want it. Nah, haha, you'll get it. You're an adult after all. What the fuck is going on? Zoning for holding you up here, driver. Thank you very much. Close the door roughly, interrupted the chief's conversation a bit rudely. It looked like the chief still had to say, but he smiled wildly and vibed. I read it back in return. Gradually, he stood disappeared among the lights. Nah. Oh man. I wonder if I really can repay that loan. So he was told. So he was told not to mess with it. That's interesting. So I'm gonna end it here. Anyways, thank you all for being here. I have a YouTube, I have a Twitter. All can be found in the About Me section on Twitch. And I wish you a very good beginning, middle, and end of the day. And just enjoy yourselves. Okay, this is getting interesting. I like this. Bye bye.